Hi guys, big town of Waverly. All right, let's do this. Me and 3 guys up here tonight. My kind of Saturday. Sorry, Dad. Now someone had to save this from being a total sausage fest. Out of the 4 of us, I'm the only one I can guarantee has not fucked a couch. I didn't know if that was like too passe. Politics moves quick, right? There's always something ridiculous happening, so I appreciate you guys sticking with me for that one. No, I don't get into politics too much. It feels kind of like plagiarism because the jokes just write themselves, right? So I like to divide the room based on gender, pretty much. So we'll get into that. Now, everyone have a nice Thanksgiving. Any families go a little crazy because of the election? Not too bad. Yeah, we're all recovering. So yeah, this is the time of year I love having a bunch of cousins my age, because I know the group chat is going to be lit from now through Christmas, just dissecting the crazy of our family. They go nuts. Did you guys all have some time off this week too? Yeah, I thought people looked pretty smiley, so good. Yeah, I'm realizing that Monday Jen is going to be furious with day before Thanksgiving Jen, because literally everything from the past week was like, that sounds like a December problem. You guys, winter is coming. And that starts on Monday. I'm screwed. I put everything just off the table there. I do a lot of public interaction as part of my job. And I was working with a client. I work in the healthcare system, and I do patient relations, which is the complaint department. So yes, I do drink often after work. It's very heavy shit. I really do like helping people. I take the job seriously, but I'm helping a really tough cookie. He was like pushing back on everything. He wanted, his family member to be well taken care of. And after we got the hard stuff out of the way, we're shooting the shit. And he was telling me how he does public speaking, and I said, oh yeah, me too, and I do stand-up comedy too. And he looks at me, he like measures me, and he goes, I'm kind of surprised by that. It's like, yeah, you and me both. Work is fun until your boss says, we need to talk, right? Does that terrify anybody else? My boss and I were on a phone call last week, and we're chatting for like 5 minutes about work stuff, and then she goes, are you free this afternoon? I want to come by your office and talk about some work stuff. And I'm immediately like, what are we doing now? What is more important that we need to talk about in person, right? So, end the call, I'm fine. I immediately text my boyfriend, and I'm like, I'm getting fired, obviously. And this woman shows up in my office with moving boxes. Turns out, I'm being moved. So it's actually not bad. I'm getting an office window in the office, but she scared the living shit out of me. So managers in the office, if any of you are supervisory, don't do that to your staff. Don't make them piss their pants, please. Just, talk normal, right? So, anyways, a little bit about me. I'm banned from Tinder. True story. Whatever you've seen on Tinder, whatever you've heard about Tinder, I'm apparently worse than that. They never even gave me a reason why. They just said, don't come back. So I like knowing that there's like 80 different impersonations or impressions of who I am as a person now. To add to it, I will let you know that my second favorite website, now that Tinder's not allowed, is aarp.org. Because the font size is bigger on their games. In my downtime, I also like to watch ASMR videos of people mowing their lawns, if you're looking for a good time. Yeah. I'm a recovering people pleaser, so any other people pleasers in the audience? Yes, it's a tough gig, right? I'm the person that when I go to the grocery store and I'm walking up to the cashier, I put so much thought into how things are on the conveyor belt, because I just want the person to look at me and be like, damn, she puts a lot of time into that craft. And if you ever see me as a pedestrian and I'm crossing in front of you, if someone stops to let me walk, God help me, I'm like, thanks, I'm going. They better know I'm gonna share the road so well with them. It really is important to me. Yeah, we heard there's some parents in the audience tonight, right? A couple parents. Anyone crazier than Kyle with his 4 kids? No? Yeah, that's just crazy. I had one, and I stopped. Because I was like, there is no way. There is no way. I can't do it. I don't even know. I split time with my ex, so 50% of the week I'm Jen, I'm doing stand-up comedy, I'm going out dancing at bars, whatever. And then 50% of the time I'm mom and I'm kissing boo-boos and I'm trying to get my kid to eat anything besides chicken nuggets and Pringles. And just really waiting for it to be bedtime so I can go smoke a bowl. We are still in New York, right? Okay to say that here. Yeah, no, he's at a really fun age. He just started saying, what if I don't want to do that, to every single thing I want him to do. So life at home is fun. He's crazy. I'm teaching him about bodily autonomy and knowing your inner voice and your self-worth, except he's brilliant and he turned it back on me to say, what if my inner voice doesn't want to go to bed at 8 p.m.? I'm like, yes you do, trust me. There's a time and a place. We're in the heyday of youth sports, where the kids have no clue what's going on at all, but they're so excited to be there. So like a bunch of little black lab puppies. and the parents are not yet assholes too, so that's good. But he had his first T-ball game before, and his team was up to bat. He was the hitter, his teammates on first base. And imagine everyone's shocked when the ball goes to the outfield, and instead of running to second, his teammate runs to the outfield, tackles the outfielder because he wants the ball, and then throws an epic meltdown as the coach is carrying him, kicking and screaming to second base. Like, if you're ever having a bad day, go to a T-ball game. It's the best thing ever. I mean, if you're a single dude, maybe find a female to take so people aren't scared, but it's really the entertainment. I'm not looking at Steve Brown, I swear. We're in a very inquisitive phase. He wants to know anything about everything, and so I have to be on my toes at all times, especially at bedtime, because he is stalling for as if life depended on it. Yeah, parents know. The one time he's like, Mama, what does the devil look like? We had not discussed the devil at all yet, so this was out of left field. The next one was, why is a boat called a boat? It seems like a legit question. And then recently it was, Mommy, do you have a penis? I just want to smoke a bowl, go to bed. No, it's tough parenting. It's not like when y'all in the 80s got to be parents. That was a different lifetime. There was slides that would cause third-degree burns when we went down them. I recall my dad blow-drying my hair with one hand and smoking a ciggy with the other, and he's just right in my face with that, and that was okay back then. I don't hold it against him. I'd probably do it too if I was a parent in the 80s, because that's how things were, right? And you guys had commercials that said, it's 10 p.m., do you know where your children are? The bar was really low, guys. I'm sorry. I even said something to my mom one time, like picking on, how easygoing it was back then, and she's like, well, you survived, didn't you? Solo. Now you go online, there's hundreds of ways that you have to parent. They're all against each other, none of them agree. You're judged no matter what you do, and you've got to worry about water intake and screen time and all that stuff. And something called mental health. Do you recall, like 10, 15 years ago, that was taboo even to say mental health. It was, and so-and-so is going to a therapist. And you just knew not to talk about it because that was scary. Now as parents, we need to teach mental health and how to regulate yourself. I don't even know how to regulate myself. And as my 6-year-old is taunting me and just using the best singers to get under my skin, I've got to regulate him too and teach him. But then I look around at, decades and generations of untold mental health issues, and I'm like, yeah, this is a valid fight, right? And it's not the kids' fault. I mean, they're computing things very different than we do as adults. They've got kid math, I've got mom math. So kid math is thinking that daylight savings time, instead of a fun chance to sleep an extra hour, it's an excuse to get up 2 hours early, right? Kid math is thinking that a day at the park, swimming and fishing and eating junk food and playing with your friends is terrible the moment I say we have to leave, and then they say, oh, worst day ever. Kid math is thinking that a 15-minute car nap is the same as a 2 to 3 hour crib nap. Mom's not playing that. My child would fall asleep in the 7 minutes it would take to get to my parents' house. So I would tell them, if you want to visit, bring out the camp chairs, because I'm not moving with this child. Sorry. Then a car nap. Kid math is thinking that it's okay to get up at 5:15 a.m. on a Sunday and then sleep in till 6:15 a.m. on Monday. On the flip side, mom math is thinking that 6:15 a.m. is sleeping in. Mom math is telling my son, you can't have 2 cupcakes, it's too late. And then as soon as he goes to bed, eating 2 cupcakes, obviously. Especially if a bowl's involved. Mom math is saying, we'll see, when you know there is 0% chance of that thing happening. And I see the men looking confused, very similar to wife math. Yes, you're not. Speaking of smoking, where's my 420 friends at in the room? Ooh, it's legal, guys, come on, you can talk about it. No, it's funny because I feel like I'm at my funniest when I'm high, and I should apologize, I'm not high right now, so, sorry guys. When I'm high, then it's like that filter goes away, that self-imposed filter that says, you can't do that, don't say that, So my material's not any better, but my delivery and my, enthusiasm for it gets a lot better. I feel like that filter, the new filter when I'm high is like Matthew McConaughey, right? Just kind of like chill. And like many comics, I have a running notes app that just, I write stuff down when I think of it, when something makes me laugh. But I have to translate it a lot the next day when I am sober. Sometimes I get some good stuff that you've heard. Other times, it's weird stuff like erotic werewolf fan fiction. I'm getting looks.
You are banned from Tinder.
I am banned from Tinder. See us all pieced together now. I also had a recent one that was whipped cream train. So, I don't know if I was horny or hungry or what, but these things happen. But it makes for a good time. One thing that I've loved talking about when I get up here is aging, because I think that once you hit 40 as a woman, you get really liberated from giving a fuck compared to when you're younger, right? Yes, cheers to you. Cheers. Social, yes. These podcast bros think that women are getting angrier and less dateable because we're just getting so mad. But have you seen our pockets? Like, we don't have pockets, guys. I can't even fit a lip balm in my pocket these days. I've got a phone, I've got a wallet, I've got keys, I might find some interesting rocks that I want to take home. And they took our damn pockets away from us. I actually did some history, research on this. Turns out back in the day, like 1600s back in the day, the big poofy dresses used to hold a belt that could hold stuff. So women could have pockets, and they would hold apples and oranges, apparently, and hopefully, more practical stuff. But then, as dresses got slimmer, the designers of the time, mostly male, took away the pockets because women don't own stuff. They don't need keys. They don't have money. Leave that stuff to the men folk, right? So we had our pockets taken away. The other thing about women's fashion that I really have a problem with, and I know other ladies are going to relate to this, is the bra pads. They're inside like your sports bras and swimsuits. Yeah, it's terrible. These things are meant to enhance and pump up the chest region, but I don't know how when it's, like my grandma's tablecloth folded up into origami and stuffed in my bra. Never flat, right? It's always bent over. And it's sad how long it took before I realized they were removable. It wasn't until I got this cute swimsuit. It was retro, it was black and white stripes, kind of like the old school Barbies, and halter, and I jumped in a pool, which is what you do when you wear a swimsuit. And they flew up here. So I had 4 boobs, basically, when I got out. It was like a damn flotation device. Like, why? Why is this a good idea? Why are women mad? Did you know they actually did testing on male hormonal birth control a couple years back? Anybody hear about that? Yeah. Unfortunately, the men folks started having symptoms. I know, they got cranky, they had acne, they were tired, it's so sad. They canceled the damn trials because the men were so upset by these symptoms. Never mind, fuck all you ladies that are dealing with this your entire adult life. Yes, they canceled them. Yeah. Something else that will make us feel so good. It turns out that, most of the animal kingdom gives birth squatting or kneeling, something like that. But humans, we're different, right? We give birth on our backs. So why do we go against nature? Are we that superior? No, it turns out a rich man with a kink is to blame. Yeah. King Louis of France had such desire to watch his mistresses give birth that he wanted a better view, so they had to go on their back. And that spread like wildfire. The whole, all the royal watchers wanted to do it like the king's mistresses. Yep. So ladies, we love when our safety and our comfort is compromised by a rich man's kink, don't we? Yay. And then the male doctors continued it because they saw it was easier for them to do their job. Never mind, it was more painful and more dangerous, but yes, yep. Why are women mad? And I don't mean to pick on men up here. I love men. I love men. Hashtag not all men. Hashtag, but enough of you that women as a consensus would choose a bear over a man. Yeah. So, anyways. One last thing about aging that I love talking about. I love talking about the beauty of it. A lot of companies make it seem like, you look in the mirror and you think that you look like Shrek because you don't look beautiful, right? They need to sell you stuff. They want you to look a certain way, and they want to, sell you stuff if you don't. Never mind that the statues of Aphrodite, the goddess of love, have roles, right? Mm-hmm. So I think, we look at aging completely wrong. We should have fun with it. My only goal in life is to be that crazy lady with like long silver hair and twirly dresses and just doing whatever I want to. That's it. No career goals, just that. But yeah, smoking a bowl, just having a good time. Be like Easter dinner and someone's be like, Grandma, put your titties away. Give me 30 years. That's my big goal in life. Sorry, Dad. Oh my goodness. No, but not everyone gets to age, so have fun with it, have a good time. When you're in your 20s and you go out with your friends and you're partying, you go crash on their couch, you've got a textbook for a pillow and like a damp washcloth from the bathroom as your blanket. You make it to work in the morning. You're gross, but you make it to work, right? Now I'm in my 40s and it's like, it had better be 62 degrees in that room. The windows gotta be cracked, heat's still on, fan on me for sure, because hashtag hot flashes. One leg's gotta be out of the blanket, like for regulation. And even still, if my pillows are not perfect, I'm gonna have a stiff neck for a goddamn week. It's rough. There's a couple 20-year-olds over there. You've got a lot to look forward to. Oh, thank you. Yes, next topic. This is a new development, folks. Perimenopause, aka hell. Where are my 40s and 50s ladies in the room? Anybody? Yeah. Bartenders, please, we need lots of ice cold waters. A fan? Yes. We're drowning out here? Yes. No, perimenopause is hell, and we're told it takes 5 to 10 years to go through it, so that's super fun. My commute to work is 6.3 miles, and in that span of driving, I can go through 4 to 7 different moods, depending on the day. I feel the most sorry for my boyfriend because his wife is perimenopausal, I'm perimenopausal, he has a teenager and a preteen, and the amount of tears being shed in that household is downright impressive. And I saw some of you did the math there, and all I'm gonna say is monogamy in this economy, I'm about to start a whole ass commune. If inflation keeps going up, right? I don't want to be at the grocery store looking at an $8.43 pack of chicken and put it down because here's one for $8.21, right? Like, this is getting old. No, I realize with a commune, you typically have skills, which I am lacking, trade skills and such. So, I'm funny sometimes, I look cute sometimes. They never cross paths. So I've decided I need to found the commune because then they can't kick me off, right? And I need to be a little bit crazy so they're afraid of overthrowing me. And I think that's all I've got for tonight. So thank you guys. Have a great night, and ladies, stay cool.